Hi, welcome to Wills and Spills for 2025. Well, I'll debunk common Wilson estate myths over one cocktail at a time. The cocktail I'll be making today is called the Bloody Mary, and the myth is it's so easy to remove an executor. So to help me debunk this myth, I've got Regan Grayson Morrison, who's an experienced barrister who can talk to us about this area of law. Now, Regan, whilst I make us a cocktail, can you tell us what does the court look at when they're wanting to remove an executor?
Well, it's definitely not easy to remove an executor, and the court will look at all of the facts and circumstances of the particular case in determining whether or not they will remove an executor or pass over an executor who has been appointed by the person who made the will, the testator. When you look at all of the facts, there are certain particular circumstances that the court have said will be used to remove an executor. Examples include where the executor is of bad character, where the executor remains overseas and refuses to administer the estate, where the executor has a conflict of interest between their executorial duties and their personal interests. And that is probably one of the most common reasons that executors are removed, but it will always depend on the circumstances of the case.
I often get clients calling me saying, oh, the executor hasn't responded to me, the executor hasn't communicated, I want to remove an executor. Now, we know that's not enough. There's got to be a bit more than that without an executor not communicating.
That's right. So failure to communicate for a period of time is certainly not enough usually for the court to remove an executor, but it may be one of the factors that the court looks at. There have been cases where there have been excessive delays in the administration of the estate, and the judge has intervened to remove an executor in that particular circumstance.
And the other query we often get is, what's involved in making such an application to remove an executor? So it's, again, that's not straightforward.
It's definitely not straightforward. So often these cases will commence with solicitors like Linda sending letters on behalf of clients, pointing out some of the issues in the administration of the estate, or noting some of the factors that we've talked about that might make them inappropriate to remain as an executor. If matters progress, you'll obviously have to file the application with the court. There may be several court appearances, a mediation, and then if things can't be resolved between the parties, the matter will proceed to trial, which can be quite costly and quite a lengthy process.
Yeah, so as you can see, it's not that easy just to remove an executor. And if you are thinking about that, we suggest getting some legal advice. Now we can have our drink. Thanks, Regan. Cheers.